Good day. In this video, we will explore how teachers' assessment practices have changed over time, before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and now in the present. Our objective is to see how assessment evolved, what challenges teachers faced, and what lessons we can learn for the future. My hypothesis before doing this study was, in the past, teachers relied more on paper and pencil tests. During the pandemic they turned to projects and online tasks, and today they use a mix of traditional and digital methods. This study is important because assessment is not just about giving grades, it helps us understand how students learn and how teachers can guide them better. I interviewed 2 teachers and asked them the same set of questions. Let's hear their experiences. Question 1. Before the pandemic, how did you usually assess your students? Mrs. Lysa said she used written tests like quarterly exams, summative tests, and class participation. She also checked assignments and performance tasks. Mr. Olivar explained that for simple lessons, she used traditional paper and pen tests like identification, true or false, matching type, and fill in the blanks. But for performance tasks, she used the GRASPS format, where students applied higher-order thinking skills. Question 2. During the pandemic, what challenges did you face in assessment? Mrs. Lysa shared that the biggest challenge was honesty. It was hard to know if students really answered on their own. Internet problems and lack of devices also made assessment harder. Mr. Olivar agreed, saying there was no full reliability in student scores since answers could be copied or searched online. She even noticed students sharing answers through chat. Question 3. What methods did you use during the pandemic to check learning? Mrs. Lysa used online tasks, questioning during virtual classes, and even asked students to record videos showing their skills. Mr. Olivar tried an online oral defense for her students' research paper. This way, she could ask direct questions and see if they really understood their work. Question 4. Now that we are back to face-to-face or blended learning, how do you assess differently? Mrs. Lysa now combines traditional written tests with performance-based tasks, and sometimes uses digital tools for quick checks. Mr. Olivar uses apps like Kahoot, Mentimeter, Quizwizzer, and even Plickers for formative assessments. She also gives more interactive and engaging activities. Question 5. What improvements can be made in assessment today? Mrs. Lysa believes we need more performance-based assessments, continuous feedback, and better use of technology to prepare learners for the 21st century. Mr. Olivar suggests giving students different ways to show their learning, not just tests, but also projects, presentations, and problem-solving tasks. She also emphasized the importance of giving feedback along the way, not just at the end. From the interviews, I noticed some clear patterns. Before the pandemic, teachers focused on traditional written tests and structured performance tasks. During the pandemic, assessment was very challenging because of honesty issues, internet problems, and lack of interaction. Teachers used online tasks, videos, and even oral defenses to adapt. Now, teachers use blended assessment, a mix of traditional tests, performance-based tasks, and digital tools. Both teachers agreed that today's assessments must focus more on real-life application, flexibility, and continuous feedback. In conclusion, assessment has evolved a lot. From being mostly paper-based before, to struggling during the pandemic, and now becoming more blended and creative, teachers continue to find ways to make assessment meaningful.
Based on what I learned, here are some recommendations for assessment today. Give more performance-based tasks that connect learning to real life. Provide continuous feedback so students can improve step by step. Use technology wisely to make assessment more engaging. Allow different ways for students to show what they know. As a future teacher, this study made me realize that assessment is not only about giving tests, it's about helping students grow. I learned that challenges will always be there, like honesty issues or lack of resources, but teachers can be creative and flexible. In my own teaching, I will make sure to balance traditional and modern assessment. I want my students not just to memorize, but to apply what they learn in real life. Most of all, I will give continuous feedback so they know their progress and feel motivated. Here is the documentation of my interviews with the 2 teachers who generously shared their experiences. That ends my mini documentary on the evolution of assessment. Thank you for watching, and may we all continue to learn how to assess students in ways that are fair, meaningful, and inspiring.